Hello friends! Today, we're going to continue from where we left off in our previous tutorial and dive into the really exciting part. In this session, we'll be doing something special. We'll learn how to use Blender alongside PowerPoint. That means you'll see how to edit a 3D model in Blender and then export it directly into PowerPoint. On top of that, we're going to try out a new tool called Affinity and get comfortable using the pen tool there. And finally, we'll also cover how to save animations using a tool called BrightSlide so that you can reuse them in multiple presentations down the line. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, picking up right where we left off last time, let's jump right in. We'll go ahead and duplicate that fourth slide. Once we have it duplicated, I'll remove all those measurements we had on there. Then we'll switch the 3D model to the front view and gently move it right to the center of the slide. So now what we're going to do is take our abdomen 3D model and bring it into the slide. We'll position it just like a human figure so that it's more accurate and everything looks natural. Now you might notice that the organ labels are in a different language, and that can be a bit annoying. So let's hop into Blender, which is a free 3D modeling software you can easily download if you don't have it already. Don't worry if Blender looks a bit overwhelming at first. It's pretty straightforward once you get the hang of it. We'll just select the 3D model we brought in, remove those extra labels by deleting them, and then re-export the cleaned up model back out. Once we've got that done, we'll just drop it into our slide again and you'll see the writing is gone and everything is neat and ready to use. Alright, so now that our 3D model is ready, let's go ahead and position it so it lines up more accurately with the human body. We'll move any extra titles or labels out of the way so we have a nice clean workspace. Next, we're going to create an outline around the human body to give our animation a thicker, more visually distinct effect. To do that, we'll take a quick screenshot of our slide in full screen mode. Then we'll hop over into Affinity, which is a free tool we can use to edit that image. Once we paste the screenshot into Affinity, we'll use the pen tool to carefully outline the shape of the body. We'll adjust the line thickness to about 2 points and change the color to white so it stands out nicely. After that, we'll just copy and paste that outline back into PowerPoint, and it'll drop right into place, giving us a clean and professional-looking highlight around our model. So now that we've got the body outlines in place, the next step is to insert a circle that will cover the abdomen area of our 3D model. We'll color the outline of that circle in yellow and fill it with a black color, just to give it a nice bold look. After that, what we'll do is bring those body outlines to the front so they appear on top. We're just going to focus on cropping the outline. So first, we'll give that outline a circular crop so that it matches the black circle shape we created earlier. Once we have that crop in place, we'll just fine-tune and adjust it so everything lines up nicely with the black circle. So once we have our body outlines ready, we'll go ahead and bring the 3D abdomen model to the front and adjust it so it fits accurately with those outlines. Then we'll group the outline image and the circle together, so they act as a single unit. After that, we can animate that group using a shape animation. We'll set it to start with the previous animation and adjust the duration to about 0.4 seconds. So now, let's go ahead and animate the abdomen 3D model by adding a fade animation. We'll set it to start with the previous animation so it flows seamlessly. Then we'll zoom in on the animation timeline. We'll add a slight delay to the fade so it appears just at the right moment. Once we test it, you'll see it works perfectly. Then we'll duplicate the slide and remove any old animations so they don't get in the way. We'll cover the entire slide with our outline group and then head over to the format options to increase the transparency of those outlines so they're less prominent but still create a nice effect on the slide. Alright, so now what we're going to do is position the 3D model so that the heart is right at the center of attention. We'll grab the heart details from the original presentation just to save a bit of time, and then we'll adjust the heart's position so it's really nicely visible. Once we have the heart in a good spot, we'll draw a shape around it to highlight it. It's just a simple step of tracing around the heart area so we can emphasize it. After that shape is drawn, we'll remove its outlines and fill it with white so it stands out nicely. So now that our shape is in place, we're going to animate it with a simple flashing effect. First, we'll insert a shape animation and set it to start with the previous action at about 0.5 seconds. Now, you might notice we already have the title and text animations in place. so we'll just remove those for now, because I'll show you how to animate them later using BrightSlide. Next, we'll select the heart shape and add an exit animation for it. We'll keep that one pretty short, about 0.2 seconds, so it flashes in and out quickly. We'll also add a tiny delay of about 0.2 seconds before it exits so that the entrance and exit happen smoothly. And don't forget to set the effect option to out. Once you test it, you'll see the flashing animation works perfectly, and you can use this technique with any shape or element you want. Alright, so let's go ahead and animate the title and text. We'll just select them, head over to BrightSlide, choose My Animations, and add a simple fade left animation. And there you go, it's that easy, and it's animated. Next up, I'll just duplicate the slide right there and remove that heart shape along with the old title and text. Then I'll grab the title and text from our completed presentation, paste them in, and adjust them here. Finally, I'll reposition the 3D model so that the liver is right at the center of attention. So now we're basically going to do the same thing we did with the heart shape. I'm going to draw a shape around the liver and animate it with that same flashing animation. So just go to Insert, choose the Freeform tool, and draw around the liver. Once that shape is ready, we'll remove the outlines and fill it with white. Now, instead of recreating the flashing animation from scratch, here's a neat little trick with BrightSlide. We'll just head to the previous slide, select that heart shape, go to My Animations, and save it as something like Flash 2. That way we can just apply it directly to the liver shape and reuse it easily whenever we need. It's simple and saves us some effort. Alright, so for the other organs, we're just going to do the same thing really quickly. We'll apply the same kind of shape and animation approach to each one, just like we did with the liver. Once that's done, that's pretty much it. Everything will be animated smoothly and consistently. So that's it, friends. That basically wraps up our presentation. I hope you picked up something useful that you'll be able to use in your own future presentations. You'll find all the related assets linked in the description box. And of course, stay creative and stay safe out there.